YouTube, it's your boy Tony D2 Wild checking in once again back with the Mega Today, guys. And today, guys, we have the Nexus Firearms Nexus EVO Gen 1. Now, with that being said, I've been wanting to shoot this one for quite some time. We finally got it in, and it's been a blast to shoot. You may look from the eyes may just tell you this is a Scorpion or something. No, it's not. It's not. It's its very own thing from Nexus Firearms. It's actually a whole different gun within itself, even though it looks a lot alike it. It's not. It's a bearing delay blowback PCC. What it is, though, is completely compatible with your EVO Gen 3 or your 3 Plus like I own. What you may see here on the bottom is the trigger pack of my 3 Plus put on top with this frame here from Nexus Gen 1. This is the Nexus EVO Gen 1 in particular. We also have the Neoteric Designs stock that I love. It's the collapsible, very extremely compact, very sturdy. I love this one overall. Now, one thing about Scorpions to keep in mind is the upper receiver, the upper frame is the serialized FFL part of the gun. The lower is not like an AR-15. This part can be moved around. This part, or this one in particular, this part from right here is what is serialized, so just keep that also in mind. As I stated before though, the EVO Gen 1 is fully compatible with the Scorpion 3 and 3 Plus. What it is a bearing delayed blowback upper receiver. Within this receiver right here is bearings that help delay the blowback of the bolt carrier group, of the bolt. The enhanced bolt in particular on this pair, but it can also utilize the stock or original bolt that comes with the Scorpion from CZ. So you basically put that in, drop the bolt into the upper receiver, and you go from direct blowback to bearing delayed blowback. And that bearing delayed blowback, the bearings are way more tension. And you see that? You see that? It's a little bit more tension on the bearings compared to what you get from CZ out the gate. But that is not something bad, and actually if you just get a slightly longer charging handle, it does not become a problem. And when I was running it on the field, it doesn't become a problem. It's only really when I'm in the studio trying to show y'all that it's a little bit more tighter than normal. But that overall tension that you see there, right, helps with the breech face and prevents that port pop, and also helps with that risk of the out of battery detonation. Why? Because usually when shooting like overpowered 9mm, there's a lot of bolt bounce going on, and that bolt bounce can then lead to that out of battery detonation that you can see all the time through Reddit and everywhere else that occurs on Scorpions out there. But that overall bearing keeps that breech locked up and does not allow that to happen even with the overpowered 9mm. Now keep in mind, with the bearing delayed and also the bolt carrier group itself, the overall enhanced bolt carrier group, you are going to experience 35% less recoil than a stock CZ. And that's kind of another deal breaker for me. Now, direct blowback is not something that is hard to handle. I know y'all going to troll and say that I'm trying to say that and that I'm trying to say it's tough. It's not, but it does have a little bit of a kick. And it is not really bad, but sometimes I honestly feel like direct blowback has a little bit more kick than an AR-15 at times. And I think it has a lot to do with the fact of how compact it is and all that going on in this little bit of area. They're very similar in my opinion. They are both extremely manageable, but if you can get something that could just knock it down, then why not? And that's where I think the bearing delayed comes in place. Similar, but not the same to roller delayed. So I don't, I'm not a engineer here, but what I'm saying is that the overall feel and the overall feel of the recoil is very similar to what I experienced on my MP5. And as I stated before, fully compatible with the Scorpion. So with that being said, everything you see here is compatible with what you may have already on your EVO or your 3 Plus. You can just get the receiver, easy drop in your bolt carrier, and you're good to go. There's also this right here, what you see is actually a handguard from HBI Industries. And this is my actual Scorpion right here. You can see an extremely difference in the overall lengths here from the two. I'm putting it up here because the stock starts, the receivers both start right here. This is the pistol version of the Scorpion. They call it the pistol, right? Whereas this is more in line with a micro. That's the thing though I love about it. Also, there's so many different offerings from Nexus on that, whether you want They're, I'm gonna tell you, because it's a lot of them, okay? There's a 5.3 inch, an 8 inch, a 10 inch, a 12 inch, 14.5, and a 16 inch overall barrel length. This one in particular is an FDE. I think there's like 15 other colors as well. I like FDE, you guys know that, but it's been extremely fun to shoot. No hiccups whatsoever. I shot 500 rounds through it. It's been tested with overpowered, 9mm. My biggest gripe probably is the charging handle, which I'm gonna go and get changed out because it is extremely hard to actuate, but that is due to the bearing delay system. I love the stock from Neoteric, hopefully I'm saying that correct, designs. It keeps it very extremely compact. They also have it in like a brace situation as well if you wanna run it with a brace in a pistol configuration, and I love it, man. I love it. We ran it with the JK arm in it, and it fed just amazing, immaculate. That bearing delay system also helps with the port pop, so when you're running it suppressed, you do not have that extra loud sound. It helps with the suppression overall, and it's a neat little guy, man. I think that the Scorpion itself is overall a very dope PCC, but it definitely has its issues being a direct blowback. Like when you're running stuff like the MPX or the MP5 and you get used to those systems, they are extremely better than direct blowback in my opinion. And then you also have the huge issue, which happens to tons of people out there, of the out of battery detonation. And CZ is not backing that apparently. Like they don't do nothing about that. But with Nexus, they pretty much eliminate that issue, and that is why I love that. But also I love the overall feel and fun. I love the fun too, but the reduction of the recoil and how solid it is. But also the billet, I may have forgot to mention, is made from a billet aluminum, one solid piece of billet aluminum, which CZ, this whole entire damn gun is plastic. The billet aluminum is gonna add a little bit of weight, but nothing out of the ordinary. It's actually gonna help even more with the reduction of the recoil. With that said, man, extremely compact backpack gun. Not to say my other one wasn't, like my other Scorpion isn't, but this is even more. That stock, you put it in, you pull it out, and you good to go. You ready to go, you feel me? So I like it a lot. So yeah, man, I'm looking forward to seeing what they come out with next from Nexus, but this one in particular, their receiver group, this drop-in, I mean, it's extremely Scorpion friendly for people out there. And if you're someone out there that owns a Scorpion and you don't like direct blowback, or even if you do like direct blowback, you're going to love when it is bearing delay blowback, trust me. And you can get this simply as a receiver set and be good to go. Just drop it in and you're good to go, so yeah, why not? So yeah, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Make sure you leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe to the channel if you're new. I love y'all as always. I appreciate y'all as always, and I'm gonna see y'all on the next one. I'm out. Peace.